back to Ashwood Fab Shop episode 4. So we are going to build a couple of custom hatchets. So there's a couple of accidents here. So all we've done is cleaned them up, give them a bit of a rough clean with the sander, just so we can see what we're doing, where we're going. Sort of marked out a pattern on one, and we're just going to cut it out and go from there. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the grinder in like that, and then slowly cut around it to do what we need to do. So I'll get stuck into it. I'll bring you back when I finish cutting into it. I'll just make a template for this, so that way I can transfer it from side to side. I've just done a rough one, and I'll trim it down, keep trimming it down till I get it right.
Now we've got the rough shape. We will rip into it a bit harder and try and get a bit more out. We might actually try and get a bit more out with that first before we go in and try and shave it off. Righto, so we've got rough shape now. What we'll do now is come back in and get perfectly to that line on both sides. Use die grinder, just make it really nice and sharp and go from there. The arch is a little bit not perfect, but we might get in there with a file and make it a bit neater. not bad for my first try, I suppose. I'm going to make a couple, so that'll be pretty mad looking. Put a little chamfer on the edge so you can use it as a hammer. Righto. Put that aside. So I have a bit of heat-treated red gum for the handles. Something a little bit different. I'll get to them in a second. I'll get to keep making these. Start with. So the next one is this one. I'm going to cut a template out and go from there. Just a real simple one with this one. It's going to be like a survival axe, I guess. Might make something a little bit fucking... Yeah, that might work. Something a little bit different. Yeah, that'll work.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
I reckon I might take these to a mate's workshop and use his linisher and see how that's a little bit fucking triangled. I reckon if I take that off, I don't know, that actually doesn't look too bad. now we're just going to lay out some handles on a piece of red gum, and we'll yeah, get in and cut some handles out and go from there. Now I just have to whittle it down to how I want it. Now I'll make the next one. Because this is going to be a survival knife, it's just going to be a basic straight handle.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you...
I actually know how I'm going to do this bit, so that's the bit I've got to cut out for that, and that will fit on there. We'll do it well and try and work something out. now that I've roughed it out, I'll go back in with some actual sandpaper and give it another crack. Should turn out pretty good once I sand it and do what I need to do on it. So yeah, I'll get into it and go from there. Right, I'll rough this other one out now and get it sorted. Now I've got them both roughed out, I'll get some sandpaper and start sanding. Make it all happen. Well, I'm just going to use a bit of 60. somewhat, but it's not going to work. Now, I'm sure this is going to go swimmingly for sure. But we'll give it a red hot crack and see what happens. Oh yeah, nothing's going to go wrong. Swimmingly. Now we're going to make some wedges, which I'm going to make out of a bit of sheet steel somewhere. We'll work something out. Just got 2 pieces of sheet steel that I'm going to run some lines in, put a chamfer on one edge and send it. That'll work as good as it's going to. Right, with this one I'm going to put a pattern in the handle for grip. I'm going to do that with a soldering iron. The old Milwaukee soldering iron. Best thing ever made. There she is. I'll just change the tip out on it to make it pointy. No idea how this is going to go. But we'll give it a red hot crack and see what happens. To a smaller battery to try and make it a little bit lighter on myself. old school and go and find myself a corded one. I'll be back. Righto, after some bit of a technical difficulties with my Milwaukee soldering iron, which melted the end of it, I went and bought a cheapy wood burner from good old Bunnings, and I will give that a red hot crack to finish it. So I'll get going on that, and yeah, I'll flip you around so you can watch me do it. Righto, finished up the handle. Silly me, forgot to press record. Done both sides. Now we're going to try the maple leaf. And I'm thinking I'll burn up right up the back on either side. Give it a bit more texture and something different, but I'll test it out on a piece of wood first and go from there. Just got to oil it now and sand the head, and we'll be sweet. So I'll get it stuck into that and we'll go from there. Righto, so I just got a bit of 240 round sandpaper. So I'm just gonna give this a sand. old flappy disc and some 80 grit. I'll just give it a hit with that, make it a little bit smoother, clean the edges up. I'm only going to hit the tops and the bottoms with the 80 grit. I might clean it up, we'll see.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough.
They're all sanded up. So now I'll just go get some satin clear for these, and I'll find some oil or something to put on these, and I'll bring these back when I'm ready. I've just sanded that one up, I forgot to film it, but I'll put it on camera now, and I'll do this one. You can see how I do it. Righto, I'll put it up here on my extra fancy paint booth. And I'll give them a coat with satin clear. So all I got is some good old fashioned wax and grease. Now this is just a quick bunning strip, Dulux Duramax semi-gloss coat. No idea what it's like, but we'll give it a red hot crack. While I'm shaking this, I'll shake the coating that I'm going to put on the wood as well. And yeah, that will get me to a point where I'm ready to do both, and we'll go from there. Righto. We'll let that get a bit dry and we'll do the cabothane on this timber. Just while we're waiting, drilled a hole to put a piece of what's name through it. I'm just going to burn around the edges. Now I did just smoke my finger with a wood burner. Oh yeah, rocker. Righto, so all I've done is just wax and grease them. I don't know why, I just do. Before I do it, I do timber gun stocks like that as well. And I'm just going to use some Cabot's exterior clear in satin. I really like how it brings the timber out, so. Righto, welcome back. Got the 2 hatchets done. So before I turned it off, we were putting cabothane on. For some reason, the cabothane reacted with the timber and it just turned to shit real quick. So we sanded it off, and for now I'm just going to leave it as a patinaed finish. As I get a bit closer, we will probably do a bit better finish on it, or maybe sand it a bit smoother down to like 1000 grit, and then we will finish it off again with some cabothane. So I'll come in and give you a bit of a close-up on just the axis, and yeah, we'll go from there. So we just used a satin black with a satin clear over the top. So it's literally just sanded a little bit with a bit of satin clear on it. The finish is good. We made a few aluminium wedges for it. Left a bit sticking out. Yeah, so feels pretty good in your hand. It's well weighted, but it all looks good. So works pretty good. And then we've got the survival is what I'm calling it, the survival handle, survival axe. It's pretty simple. It's literally just burnt with some holes in the end of it just for a bit of grip. I really like this one. This is my favourite one. So yeah, and it's much the same. It's literally just sanded back, satin black, same thing. It works pretty good. So yeah, pretty happy with it. I'll use this chip up kindling. It's a pretty good axe. So I'm happy with that. It'll do what it needs to do. Yeah. So there are the 2 custom hatchets that we've made. Hope it helps someone to build their own custom hatchet or tomahawk. You got any questions or comments, just comment down below. If you have any questions, have Facebook, Instagram, hit me up on either one of them. Or yeah, stay tuned for some more videos. Today, which is the first day of the long weekend here, we will be starting blue collar. Righto, so this is blue collar. This is my 1956 AR-162 International. I've told you a little bit about it. It's on a HQ chassis, 202, Trimatic, 10 speed. I absolutely hate holding ones on chassis. They're like arseholes, everyone's got one. So I'm going a bit of a different direction, as this is going to be a work ute. That's why it's named blue collar. She's going to be a full drive. I've decided, I've got the chassis, I've got everything there sitting to do it. So it'll be a AR-162 International on a HDJ 80 chassis. The 80 is behind us. I'll spin it around and show you the 80 quickly. So I picked her up pretty cheap. It's just literally a 1HDT 80. Got all the suspension. It's got a 2-inch lift in it, brand new one, so I'll probably stick with them for now. But the 1HDT will be twin turboed instead of single turbo, so I'll just run 2 standard CT26s for now until the motor's built properly. And once the motor's built, I'll try and run, I don't know, maybe 30 to 40 PSI through twin turbos. And we'll see how we go with that, but that's a dream. Hopefully by the end of the long weekend, that cab will be sitting on the chassis, and we'll go from there. That will be the end of the video. Now, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and also just remember that I also work full time, so videos won't be regular, but I'll try my best to keep them into it and keep the videos rolling. But blue collar will be some pretty cool content, and I'll have a few other videos here and there when we need to get into it. Righto, I'll catch yous later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.